We better go. Look, it's nearly 6 o'clock.
Come on, I know what you like.
Stream
A lot like
starting.
once you start telling fucking.
I know it could be
stories.
not unlike you.
Feraldo's still fucking that story.
Unlike you.
I definitely lost heads up to the highest morale person out of everyone though.
Mate, the bird.
Safia Umarova, she looks like a Bond villain girl. It was unreal.
Oh, and you guys entered the tag team after that, didn't you?
Yeah, we entered the tag team.
Where was it?
In Vegas.
Trying to get the brags in.
It was the 1500 shootout.
Mate, you should have
She
seen
absolutely slapped me
mates
about
on
as
her
well.
out.
It was
When
ridiculous.
she won, everyone switched allegiances pretty quick.
Oh man.
Everyone was trying to get in the photo.
She was dressed in this like black leather full kit.
Oh, no, when was this? This
Feraldo, Edith's going to be listening to this. Don't get too over.
I wish I'd been there.
20,
Yeah, you-
26.
Can we get her on this stream?
I think you would have been
Mate,
right
she's,
in there.
mate, she's absolutely bananas as well. She'd be good morale for the stream.
It's quite fun as well when someone does the 40 straddle to start with.
Make the call.
Yeah, it just
There's
kicks it off.
there's like small pressure on the next guy
Yeah.
to kind of not be
As
the
the
pussy that
calls
doesn't.
get dealt out, Jake just looks to his left and he's like,
Yeah. What's the straddle?
Soon, right?
as we usually say in my cash games at home, we say, you just turn to the person on your left and you say, you have a unique opportunity this round.
You want him all to battle.
And if you
Hard
not
to
choose
say
it,
no.
Snap call, snap call, snap call.
oh here we go.
I'm going to go.
Snap call.
So
Alright.
Feraldo
Easy
lived,
call, yeah.
Ludo opened with the 10-7 on the straddle.
You've been to Roswell before.
Obviously these guys don't know each other very well, but Ferrado and Ludo, best mates. This is what we want to see, a little bit of war between the two of them.
Really good mates, and it's. I don't know about you, but I just like to see poker pots where people have nothing. It's just better. I don't want to see flush over flush. I want to see 6 high and 10 high, and just see what happens.
Ferrado
Oh, he's
takes
taking it
straight
down.
bets,
Nice.
picks it up.
Hey, yo, hey,
And he's loving
yo.
that.
And I think there, Ludo just reached down and grabbed one of Ferrado's cards and turned it over.
But
At 10
I
seconds.
get the memo about the fucking dress code. You like
I've got a Nike t-shirt on me.
this is really nice. Look,
Mate, it looks like you had PE
when it comes
last
to
period of
fashion,
school and you put blaze on top.
I got for Reginald's wedding and
Tom
I left it
Middleton
at home.
there.
I had to go the fucking morning of the wedding and buy a fucking suit, so it ended at 1.
He does keep calling it a suit, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It is just a
It's
jacket over the top of a night
And it's a
top.
really, I mean, no, I'm not going to...
Look the part, be the part, motherfucker.
you know what I'd like to know is if there is an RFID detector, right? So if you're playing in a private game, whether or not there's something you can carry around with you to see whether the deck you're playing with has got RFID chips in it that you're not aware of. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
So you could just scan it.
You're like a fucking melting.
It's obviously
Yeah,
a
yeah,
huge
yeah.
story at the
It's-
moment. The
It's
old
not. It's,
Mike
I mean,
Russell.
it's an interesting thing. Obviously, with the prevalence of private games, people
You
could
should
have,
carry those
as you've
around
seen,
with
these
you
scanners
wherever
these
you
days
go.
and these things.
If
Well,
you're playing
Ludo's going
Oh.
all in here. What's he got? 8.
He's
So we got a.
It's going off.
He's straight. He
It's
couldn't
going
wait
off
to
in
get
a
that.
race.
He
We
couldn't-
got a double straddle to 40, midi raising to 100, Jake to 275. Ludo finds.
He couldn't wait to get
Couple
those
of
8s in.
Can't you count?
That was the old Ludo solver. Just well, I've got a pair.
Nate, Midi, remember, no gamble, no future. Before you make this decision.
It looks like Middy's got a decision, and Ludo is very under it if he does,
1070.
because there is no hand that Middy genuinely
I wish
considers.
it hadn't topped up.
Midi, see there, Midi's got a 1k plaque in front of him. So he has topped up for an extra 1,000. So that's what he said. I wish I hadn't topped up.
it in if I had
For a little bit, then he's going to gamble.
I'd be snapping that, mate. I'm gone.
It's jack off.
It's kind of a. So how much more is it for Jake? 725, right? So he is getting just more than 2 to 1, but he is facing a 4-bet shove, right?
But King Queen off's like,
You can buy in
I
Scotland.
mean,
Hurry up and call,
So
Jake.
much
worst hands.
I mean,
but
Hurry up
Again,
and call
we're on
and
the stream. It's against Ludo. Just
right, he has enough pairs, I guess.
I mean, just
if Jake knows he's shoving 8s, he's calling it.
sure, but just from a non-thinking strategy point of view, imagine if Ludo had King Jack suited here and you folded.
Yeah.
It's just never ever gonna be.
no.
I mean, obviously Ludo knows now the worst way is to flip. Right? When Jake tanks, he's never tanking with 9s.
And in classic Jake Cody fashion, it didn't matter if he had
He's in
aces.
fucking big trouble.
Oh, no, that may be a
He's
straight.
just gonna do him straight on the floor.
Obviously, I like this. They haven't revealed yet. Just the top
Just a
row.
full house, mate.
Just,
He's slow rolling. He's slow rolling.
Really? Hang on.
Looks like he's slow rolling.
There's a lot of cards out there.
Has
Has he turned it over yet?
yeah, he's slow rolling. Someone said it could be a slow roll.
He's doing the whole face of this. He is. He's done the slow roll and he's loving it.
I mean, that's the worst slow roll ever. If you've got 8s and you've been called when you've 4-bet jammed, you've not won on this board.
He even did the head shake. Like no one could see that, but us.
Buy in for
Somehow I'll get the nut result, whatever happens.
There we go. Look at this. Jakey with the king queen off. Ronaldo's gonna open over the double straddle with king queen suited.
He's just won that pot with the 7 deuce off, so
Ferrado's dead.
kind of a good
Again,
time
yeah.
to get a good hand the next hand.
Again, I feel this is where our graphics are going to get a bit confused because I don't think it will register him having
I don't even
won.
know how much is in the pot.
Yeah, good point.
He's made an extra 300 off that, right?
Yeah,
How do you normally look at
50 off every
I don't
player.
even know,
Yeah,
so-
he's
And well, they both flop top pair. All right, here we go.
piece
Let's
for both.
The funny thing is, obviously, it's kind of a dangerous board if you're holding king queen. At the same time, they both just want to get it in because they got
Yeah.
top pair. Wow, check back from Ferraro. The first time we see him slow down.
It doesn't look like it's deep enough for anyone to be bluffing anyone off this. To be honest, it's very likely just gonna be the chop. Jake's probably gonna bet 2 streets for value, and Ferraro's got a pretty easy call.
Silence falling on the table for the first time this evening.
He looks very nervous and kind of panty for a man who's got top pair and a pretty good decent hand.
Right. Obviously, we know Ferraro is, you know,
I mean,
a great poker player and blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
we also know who don't, as far as I'm aware, doesn't play that often in cash games. Whereas this is Jake's bread and butter these days. Obviously, everyone knows Jake, Triple Crown winner,
True.
was the tournament guy for years. But these days, this is his home turf now, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, this hand just plays itself. It's the same in a tournament or a cash game.
for sure, yeah. No one's loving the river.
Right, less so Jake. Right, I mean, Ferraro can have some 10x raise pre, check back the flop, call the turn.
Yeah,
really
it's-
hard for Jake to have a 10 here.
It's a much better card for Ferraro, but I wouldn't imagine he's going to turn his hand into a bluff.
Jake, of course, checking the river as he should in the spot. So Ferraro going to go for a value bet, and Jake, not sure we just call. I guess the decision is how much here.
Yeah.
What bluffs does he have here though? When he raise
Yeah,
pre, check back.
I mean, he can have a few bluffs. Spades, ace jack. But yeah, obviously Jake's just got a very easy call.
I mean, you're not really like it. Just
I've no idea why he's hating it, really. I mean, I know he thinks like he's kind of hoping for a chop, but it's just
at the same time, right? At the same time, Ferraro's going to bet strong hands on the flop, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, Jake's going for the slow roll chop. I love it. The slow roll chop.
There it
Yes.
Delightful.
This is
There
the
it
best
is.
of the slow rolls.
Chop slow roll.
It's the
lesser
double slow
spotted.
roll for Jake now. That's 2-0 on slow rolls.
That's my favourite slow roll. When you go the old, give me that's a nice hand.
You missed me
really
with 7
nice.
deuce.
He's doing the grimace every time as well. He's like, oh no, hating.
I just took a couple hundred off your stack.
Button's right.
Cheers for that, Jake.
You're welcome, mate.
See what I mean? No one forgets to slow roll.
But it wasn't a good slow roll. The king queen versus king queen chop slow roll was brilliant.
Yeah.
When you 4-bet Jaron 8 and it comes king queen jack, you've
I
lost
think
the hand.
it was made of a
yeah, I
slow roll
forgot
by
about that.
by the fact that Ludo had some
We should
hope
order
on
just
that
like
board. He thought maybe 8's
yeah,
good
trade
there.
shots now.
I mean, how much of a mug is
Yeah.
Ludo? He thinks 8's could be good.
Half Sambuca, half tequila or something.
All right, Martins finally finds a real
Well, he's
hand.
the last person to fold again.
And this
Oh, no,
time
it's
John
not,
doesn't
it's only
3-bet the
flop,
5s,
it's only
just
flop.
smooth calls. Is it Daft Dog has the instincts? My man knows.
We want someone to do a shot, so whoever wins.
Last person's vote's also quite.
No, but if the guy with 7 deuce wins and he gets 350 quid, he should do the shot. He's celebrating he's won 350
Yeah.
quid.
From now on, whoever wins does a shot.
Yeah, that sounds
I wonder
good.
what Ferraro's
Whoever
got
wins the
here.
pot.
Flicking in for 2.5.
Whoever wins the
X.
blinds.
I think that's
He's not
fair.
loving
So
it,
you
but
start crushing then, you know,
16 to that much.
you get too boozy, are you? And then
Wow, Daft Dog with the set. Quickly checks it on over. Ferraro's checked about 8 times. Doesn't like his hand. Was that the king of hearts? Oh, poor Martins. And now John knows Martins is going to bluff this card or value bet it. It's just the easiest check in the world,
Jake's
right?
got all the
Yeah,
pinks.
Duffy's going to win some money
It's
here.
10 pinks is good.
It's whether he check raise or check calls. I much prefer the check raise, especially with an image like
And
John's.
pay you back with your own money.
But he has
No.
chosen just call.
I paid a lot of cash for Johnny. He plays it slow when he's got it. He plays it fast when he doesn't.
It's a strategy.
But
If he gets a
oh,
it's
Martins!
a good river for
Good
John.
game, Martins. Good game.
Because it's a
One
must
will
value
lose.
bet.
It's
Come
a
on.
must value bet, and also you just
The Martin Gale.
you can
Martin
beat some
Gale, yeah.
value hands.
I have to say now as
The
well,
bottle.
He's going to bet big.
I have to say, there's not very many people that have a
like
lot
red
of
or
check raise
black,
bluffs
it's
on
a
the river.
£5 red.
But John Duffy
Blues,
does.
£10
So
red.
this is a
Blues,
really
£20
tough
red.
fold. You might look at this and
Blues,
think,
But
£40
oh,
red.
That's it. He's going to
When
bet
he's
big
check
here,
raised,
and it's
and
only
he
going
has
to be
bet
like a
very
3x jam.
yeah.
Has
I
to
hope
come
this
in
doesn't
pinks,
deter JD from just calling. I assume he's going to go all in.
Little play with the ear. Like, oh, this is a tough spot.
And
Over pot,
off you pop to the reward
875.
centre.
Hopefully JD's gonna
Look at this for an acting job from Buff Dog.
He has gone all in. He has gone all in. Martin's is hating it now. He's absolutely hating it.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd expect John to 3-bet
With your
jacks.
fancy over
Probably expecting to 3-bet 9s.
Yeah, fair.
So it's 5s, full, ace jack, ace 9. The only two hands, the 3 hands that beat him.
It's okay, I can see.
And it is only about, what, 1100 to call.
I can
You
see
don't
it,
expect the guy
it's
to ever
alright.
be buffing, but I have seen JD with some moves, so I don't think I can throw this away.
Can
Even
John
though you're
have...
hating it, you
I mean,
obviously
you
hate it.
expect him to 3-bet ace queen, I guess.
King 10.
He has folded. That's a great fold.
Wow.
I folded it.
Good fold.
Let's see the two. The two.
Show one, show one.
Let's
show
go.
one. Pick it, let Martin
And-
pick it.
Oh! Ace 5 of diamonds.
That may be a spot where the overbet perhaps has saved Martins because
Yeah,
his bet's so
because
big you
it's
can't
almost
expect
like
John
if
to be bluffing.
It's like being min raised on the river, and who's crazy enough to min raise on the river as a bluff?
John Duffy.
I'll tell you, John Duffy. Yeah.
Well, if you went all in, people tended to fold, and they did.
That was my strategy actually for
Yeah.
for a long
I
time.
think
he's
a
doing
phrase
himself a
that
bit of an
says
injustice there. But
strategy.
that's
Sometimes.
kind of what we were just saying about, you know, if you can get chips
That
in
was-
first and all in,
You know why
when
I
it's
won
first to
the
win, it's hard to call off.
It's hard to call.
Why I won. Because
You're a lucky bastard.
No. Because I was, you know, I was like directing. Actually, it's funny enough, as if what we were talking about the other day. Hold on a minute. As if what we were talking about the other
Well,
day.
it's in the old. Hang on a second. I've got big hand. I need to think. It's got the 8
No, we're
high.
in the TV, we
I've been
didn't see
desperate
a
for the
flop
toilet for 20
half
minutes
an
and I
hour.
can't leave. I'm
'Cause
just,
everybody was
every
folding,
hand's
I
just so
said, right,
excited.
the next raised pot, pre-flop, I'm just going to call, and then so we see a flop because I was like directing the show, you know, because we were in a TV studio.
So you
and
Very
just called
interesting flop.
pre-flop because you were directing the show and you thought it
JD
was good
has
for-
flopped
yeah,
the nuts.
exactly. Because I thought we.
Ludo has flopped an overpair and opening straight draw, and Sam has bottom pair.
Check.
What's a quarter of that?
JD flops the nuts, and that's what a quarter is.
Amazing. Amazing. We couldn't script this any better.
I'm absolutely loving his sizing.
And I
as well.
mean,
What are we doing now?
the Ludo, the overpair, the
all the
heart,
shots
the straight draw.
We're
What are we
waiting
doing
on
against
waiting
Sam?
on-
We
He's
just
got-
check raise in the last hand.
He's
Just
got
to
two
call this
options.
one.
I think
Only a
calls
quarter.
offside.
I'm in for a
You
quarter.
could check raise this one, right?
Oh, definitely. You can get value from absolutely loads of things. And
The squeed with bottom pair and the
What's the
backdoor
turn bet
spade. The
size?
backdoor spade's edging us towards a call, right?
Depends what
Well, a
comes.
heart on the turn, so Ludo picks up the flush
also,
draw.
if the ace comes for Sam, you know, it's a good bluffing card for John as well.
Oh wow.
JD checked the turn.
Oh wow.
Sam has made trip fours.
JD just snap check
Leave it
back the
between these two
straight.
now.
Yeah, this is interesting now because
And now Ludo is like,
Fight it out.
Sam might go for an overbet.
but what does
JD
Ludo
will
do
just
here? I
call.
mean,
I think Ludo's got a check
Still
really.
betting and horses
Okay.
out like that, or?
But yeah,
bet one
I
Sam
mean-
Sam has to
I'd
value bet.
one.
Like
Fucking got done.
right, there are some
There's
missed draws
no
out there,
way.
right? The 7x is.
yeah, and
Do
obviously
you have that one, Ludo?
Ludo can have loads of
Okay.
hands to call him with.
It's gone a little
Well,
bit
he
smaller,
got up and
175.
then,
Yeah,
I think it was
three-way
like
pot.
a neck head or whatever, but
I
he
assume
got up
JD's
and
just going to
fucking
call
did
here,
one.
but it'd be a pretty sick raise for value.
Like Bindon was getting like horses before and all.
This is a nice one. Maybe thinking you can call the 175 and get an overcall perhaps from Ludo as well, right?
Yeah, that's
Sure,
true.
it was like second hand one.
But you don't always have to raise to get the extra value. Calling maybe wins him more.
I'd be very impressed if he
Look
raises.
at
this.
this,
I
the
think
full
it's too
Hollywood. He's looking back at the cards.
Yeah, he's just going to call. I think. Yeah.
And Ludo, what does Ludo do?
There's not much Ludo can do here.
What? But can I mean?
The way it's played though,
But what's?
Duffy can have absolutely loads of good value hands that are better than Ludo.
Yeah.
I mean, he has to have
Set it up
he has
so
to
that
Sam to be
Ludo can
bluffing
now
and John to be calling with a 6.
How's Ludo got?
Okay.
It is tough.
How can you even fucking have a jet?
But Ludo has 7s with a heart.
He does have 7s with
So
a
maybe,
heart.
just maybe.
He
check
does,
raise.
and he kind of knows that Jade doesn't have a full house. So I mean, if you're really going for it here, it's not the worst check raise bluff, but you are check raise bluffing here against JD. It's
This is like a great combo of cards to check raise bluff win,
Yeah.
and it's this
he's not.
like
he's
the
not-
goofy game.
He isn't thinking about calling. I'll tell you
Well,
that.
no, you get around.
But it's a
Yeah,
goofy
yeah,
game.
alright,
You want to show the bluffs.
Yeah,
and
sure.
do that.
Producing a move.
Yeah, you're allowed to check raise here as well.
Yeah.
Block.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And he is
Here
going
we-
for it.
and I think this
And
might
he
work.
is going for it. I do not think it's going to work.
Actually, it's Duffy. Duffy.
I don't think it's going to work. This is actually. Yeah, this is actually pretty crazy. Sam's hating
Sam
it, but
has to fold, right?
There are some worlds where Sam calls and JD folds.
Oh, if Sam calls, JD definitely folds.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
John can't overcall.
It's a very
But it's
interesting
the
hand how
hearts
it's
out there.
played. It's a very interesting hand how it's
The
played.
primary draw's got that right.
Wow.
And I think this is John folds.
This is unbelievable.
Probably
now.
folding the best hand.
He'll probably find the best hand. There you go. He said it straight away. He's folding.
I'm loving how Sam was just
He's
having
folded
enough-
the best hand. Look at this.
Oh, I feel a bit sorry for JD's face there. Isn't
Fucking hell announced.
I'm loving how Sam was just having none of that
Very
check
annoying.
raise.
Very
It's just
Very annoying.
well, mate, I'm just not buying this call.
Like, it's going so quickly, surely I must be behind.
Fucking hell, kick him while he's down, mate.
If ever there was a game to kick someone when they're down, it's this one, right?
I just happy he didn't shove, to be honest.
Mate, I don't have to go and reload like someone I know I mentioned.
Right, get the 80 straddle on, come on.
Alright. Crap it on still.
Yeah.
Trust your integrity.
Oh, look at this. So the
Mendes money
80s straddle on from Feraldo. All right.
It says in his t-shirt, no gamble, no future.
Game is out of the muck. Martins with King Queen suited on the button against 5 blinds. It's going to raise to 200.
Suspicious hat movement.
Yeah, what's going on here?
What's that?
What's under there?
And John, I think with ace-9 off. The first of the
This is quite funny,
straddles. Just has to let this one go.
Duffy was the one that invited Martins to the game, and Duffy keeps playing against Martins.
So I invited him.
Setting him up.
Look, you see it?
He's 3-betting it once again.
It cost me 80 quid, you wee prick.
Yes.
50 to bet.
650.
Cost myself 2.5 bags.
Get Johnny on the blower, get topped up.
Martins this time, King Queen suited, obviously a good enough hand to call
Go on the
in
bloody
position
Mike Parcel.
against John.
These trousers are
350
spectacular,
more.
by the way. Jesus,
Hey,
right.
they should be on the stream themselves. Fucking blue trousers.
Do you
Want me
think?
to take them off and just put them on the
No,
table?
you see that?
See if we rip the middle seam, do you think I could fit one of my legs into both of those?
John hating that, of course, with ace-9 off, a hand that plays so poorly post-flop, unless it comes 9-3-4. John now checking it over. Doesn't want to over-rep his hand, having 3-bet. Give Martins a little room, and a queen on the turn gives Martins the lead. 3 hots on board. John may bet here to protect. Does decide to check it. Martins surely now with the bet. Definitely get called by worse. Needs to protect a little bit against those random hard.
Hope you both lose it.
Why should you? It's a banter game, isn't it?
If I'm in
There
it,
may be a little gun show. It has been sort of bashed around a little bit, although we've seen with hands.
When I'm giving you 800 for free on the river,
Mate, I'm down fucking 20.
500 a bet. John can't fall for one bet here.
Running chunks.
Plenty of bluffs. Martins can have
I've
those
seen your
lone
graph on Stars.
heart hands. John does cool.
Mate, don't mention the enemy on the fucking branded stream.
Jack of hearts on the river.
my shark scope graph is
Expect
like a
this one to
diabetic
check
post
through.
Brexit.
This is a very amateur thing to do.
John remembers one of his cards is red.
All in.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it. It's all in. And the little speech and everything. And Martin surely has to fold. He does fold.
I'll see one.
And John shows the bluff. And yet again, a big bluff against Martin.
Thanks for coming, Martin.
Panic was like, wait, did you play?
That's a big soul read, calling someone a bow reg and then saying ace queen after that. Because the whole thing is like, bow regs will 3-bet loads of stuff, but then flat jacks to the open. They've just got no 3-bet range, but just
Just
loads
to
of 3-bet
confirm for
bluffs.
people wondering what a bowl reg is. A bowl reg is like me and Warps.
It's the guys that used to win money and now sit in the commentary box. Yeah.
Davey
We
is
sit
waiting.
here, we struggle.
Struggle hard.
It's not easy.
Smooth call, Davies.
Sam guys in to tell us that we've got.
There's normal service on the Jubilee line.
Is is a customer announcement for everyone on the Jubilee line. That's a limp. That's a limp leader. Yeah. Loving it.
Are you okay with that?
I'm still. Yeah.
I'll throw in aces every now and again.
I'm checking.
I'm probably basing it.
So Ludo
Isn't it
limping
7
in
deuce
with
again
the
in the match?
seventh.
Then it is right in the
And
window.
7 in the window. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Frado said there it is in the window.
So hang on a sec.
And Jake's
Who
got
was
trip
the
jacks.
who was the 40?
Frado was the Frado was the 40.
Oh, so Ludo's not the button, is he? Or the cup?
But Frado said the words when they came.
Yeah,
He goes,
yeah,
there it
yeah.
is in the window.
Yeah.
That's how good Frado is. He knew Ludo fucked a set.
So Jake now has the
has
the option. I think it's a good check raise because he's got the 8. So he'll have 8, 10, 8, 9 a lot.
Right.
I think with the other jacks it's probably a better call. So this is kind of the dream spot for Ludo, having Jake having specifically Jack 8. We haven't seen Frado's hand and he's in the tank.
He's looking at his chips. Do you think he's just thinking BS? You two are full of it.
There's no middle ground at all.
Interesting that, that's the first limp we've seen, I
It's hard.
believe. He's undergoing against a straddle.
Frado bluffs here are probably maybe a 7, but not very likely because there's 1 left. King, Queen? Other than that, I think he probably just has a Jack, which
He doesn't have king
obviously
queen.
doesn't
It's a
matter.
limp pot. Oh, Ludo's doing the old double check of the cards.
This is, by the way, this is this is just a dream spot. You're in for 3 buy-ins. You're in position against one of your friends on Jack 7 when you know he's either got a Jack, which he's dead, or he's got the straight draw, which he might hit and he's dead, and you're in position. So this is, I would pay for this spot.
So what you're
against
saying, the
Jake.
turn's going to come an 8.
I would
he's
pay
gonna
for this
assume
spot.
that Jake's got 9-10 and he's going to get stacked. Is that
I
what
would,
you're saying?
I would pay money for this spot.
Oh, you would you? Would you pay to have a full house in position against trips?
I'd pay more money than the pot's worth just to have this spot. It's just too good. It's just too dreamy.
His hands are shaking. Probably hasn't drunk for about
It's very exciting. And the guy's got you covered.
This could be it. This could be Ludo out of the hole. 6. Of course, Jake has to show some caution, right? If Ludo has a Jack, it's better than Jack 8 because he's limped under the gun.
But sure, but if Jake, all Jake's bluffs I think should continue on this turn card, even though it's a blank.
He has to buy here, but the river's where it's going to get interesting. Right?
Yeah.
If I'd had the balls to actually shove the river, re-shove the river.
8-9 continues here, 8-10 continues here.
Well, John's talking about the,
Would have been pretty
The
the
Jack
6-3
continues
hammer. He's
here.
like, if I had the balls to re-shove the river over your King 5 bet.
You have no heart.
Ludo can do nothing but call.
What's Jake putting Ludo on?
Look at those nostrils flare from Ludo. Oh, it's brilliant.
I say it's weird when someone changes tack here. He's limped in. It's the I'm probably wrong, but it's the first hand we've seen get to any serious stage where someone's open limp.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can use that information in some hands, but I think in this hand it doesn't really apply much. Just because.
Right, or his limp's gonna be like Jack 9, Jack Queen.
Yeah, which
10.
might come into his decision on the river, but
Right, and Ace is not one of those hands. He's gonna be worried.
Yeah.
He's not worried about Ace Jack. Put it that
I have
way.
a lot of draws, don't I? on my ranges.
and there's absolutely no reason that Jake shouldn't be value betting the river. The best bit is going to be when the raise comes in, and if EPT Triple Crown winner Jake Cody can get away.
Well, he's got the cap on. He's got the earpiece.
He has. He's got.
Telling him, just
he's-
check. Oh,
He's got the Mike Postle cap on. What's he said? 1,000.
900, I believe, or 950. There we go. He's a bit pretty big here.
Yeah. I think that's a bit. I think that's a bit too big.
I mean, Ludo knows he's good here, right?
Yeah.
There's no way Jack has Ace Jack checking the odds option pre.
I think.
Can have Jack 6. It's the only way he's ever beat here.
I think a good size for your range there is a tiny bit small, but
What
you
a-
know, 750.
I mean, this is a spot where Jake should fold the river to a jam, but I mean, what are Ludo's bluffs?
Yeah. The problem is, Ludo doesn't have Queen Jack and King Jack because then he just calls.
Frado
other-
managed to go to the toilet in that hand. Look how smug he is.
The other problem is, what bluffs does Ludo have?
Right, there's only what?
Yeah.
There aren't any, right?
Yeah, yeah. So he's gonna know he's not got Queen Jack or King Jack. He's gonna know he's not got a worse Jack.
And we can have 7s and 6s away. This is played, right? Or,
Correct.
does
Yeah,
he
yeah.
bet call 6s
Yeah.
on the flop? I don't know.
Jake also knows Ludo's games very well, and Ludo loves to turn a pair into a bluff.
Okay.
So
5-10 game.
he has to basically decide whether he has 7x turning into a bluff.
I mean, if that's 6 with the 6 of diamonds, spades, or hearts, it's a lot different, right? You can have some, 9, 10 of, say it came in 6 of diamonds, you can have 9, 10 diamonds at call and get to the river.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he's not going to call turn without it. So I think I don't want to say it's an easy fold, 'cause it's not an easy fold, definitely.
Right,
Especially
'cause
against
Ludo,
someone like Ludo.
and he's stuck.
Yeah.
And he wants to rip it in your face.
Yeah. Like, it is perfectly possible Ludo to have a pair of 7s in his hand. Not in his hand, but you know what I mean, 7, 8, whatever.
Right.
It's just whether Ludo's going to bluff the ace of clubs. It's not a great bluffing card for Ludo. But at the same time, if the stacks are correct, it's like it's a perfect amount to bluff all in. You know, he's bet 950. He's got 3K.
Right. Nice little 3 and a bit X.
And Ludo's like, well, has he got Jack 6? Has he got Ace Jack? Probably doesn't have Jack 6. He folds pre. Probably doesn't have Ace Jack because he'd raise pre. So that kind of takes away the full houses for Jake if Ludo just had a 7 in his hand. So it kind of is a good bluff spot.
Does Jake think Ludo limps 7s?
Yeah.
Is
So
the
it's
opening limp?
a much harder spot than maybe it looks. Because
I was surprised he limped 7s,
sure,
and I'm watching it.
but I don't think Jake can have many full houses. He can have the Jack 6, but the Ace Jack he raises pre. So
7 deuce would be just 2 tilting.
Jake Sausage made a great point there. 7 deuce would be 2 tilting.
Oh,
This is a great bluff with 7 deuce because he blocks the
and
7.
that might be the hand he limps in with, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah,
7
I didn't
deuce.
even think
He
of
could
this.
limp
Yeah.
in with that hand.
This is maybe why he calls.
Look at Jake's face.
That's maybe why he calls now, by the way.
Wow.
Well, I think, and this is rare, without the 7 deuce, he's going to fold. With
You're
the 7
right.
deuce,
It's a
it's
whole
now,
bunch
yeah,
more
yeah.
combos that he has to.
And
consider.
also, Demps, 2k to Jake Cody. It's just nothing.
It's like,
It's just nothing. He puts 40k on roulette, so his 2k is just whatever, isn't it?
wow, the 7. I didn't even think about that. That's so important here.
I've never seen Ludo with a value hand on the river. This is unbelievable.
I think Jake's gonna get away from it.
I'm not sure.
So we'll see if Jake
Great
calls
fold.
after the
Yeah,
call.
there you go.
It's a great fold. He has to show a 7.
Show
which-
one at a time.
That doesn't help him, because he might just think...
There's your 50 for your 7 disc.
7-7.
He obviously shows he's got 7 deuce.
I know.
No, you could do the delayed show in the 7 deuce.
That was a great hand. I
I
think that was the best
convinced it
hand.
was 7 disc. I would have probably called whatever the fuck you had.
Limp the button under the gun.
7 disc off.
Celtic.
Other chair.
Celtic poker drinking.
Going to the library and listening to the reading.
Finally happened.
Congratulations.
Brother, you got a
I
bed
play badminton. I actually do play badminton weekly.
Seriously?
For real, yeah. Me and my brother play. It's like watching, I can't really express how bad the quality is. but
Imagine tuning into this
Ian,
poker game.
All right, come on, Martins.
me talking about badminton.
He's raising up once again. This time he's going to get trouble from the straddle.
Have you tried squash? That's quite.
No, because I hear that's quite heart attacky.
Yeah, very hard to take. That's yeah.
So Martins, A7 suited, undergun +1, raising over the straddle.
Get any benefit.
Jakey coming out with
Right.
a 3 bet. I mean, Martins is the 7 deuce.
It's never good when the commentator's pissing himself laughing.
Well, Martins has had no breath in this game, and again,
Yeah,
like,
but
this
is
is
quite a
a spot
good
where
spot for him,
Sam is
mate.
gonna. Sam's just gonna let this one go, isn't he?
No, I think Sam's in for the call 4 now. He isn't playing 1k anymore. You know, he's got 3, 4.
Yeah, you're right. He's got nearly 4k there.
I think this is a great spot for Sam to make it 800 or 900, whatever.
I mean, either way, Martins loses the pot
Yeah.
yet again.
Once you read about that.
Mate, I'm still playing it.
Against maybe 2 weaker opponents, it's not the worst flat.
I love
But
great.
I think it's an absolutely fine 4-bet.
There we go.
It was a cracker. I enjoyed it. It's good.
Great, great.
Interesting to see his size. Martin's again in the bin. Just has to fold. Said 7, 8.
Come on, now, can Jake be the baller that we know Jake Cody can be?
It's just, this is the problem with the 70s. It's so hard in these spots to do, like,
To do it with 7 deuce.
you basically just have to punt it.
Yeah.
Like, because there's no soul reader, unless you're Mike Postle, there is just nothing you can do here. Like, you can't flat because you've got no post-flop playability. You can't jam because he's just if he has anything for value, it's not like a tournament. He just calls it off. He's like,
Yeah.
well, let's run it with 10 jacks, ace queen, whatever he's got. So,
Eventually just said, you know
you know,
what?
anything
But
but
it's Jake Cody.
anything but a fold here is just boss. Just massively boss. It means that you're just.
He's out of position as well.
I'm loving this.
Oh,
This is just a
Wow.
boss. Whether he wins the hand or
Wow.
not. Whether he wins the hand or not.
bear in mind, Jake Cody's out of position here.
This is Jake just basically saying, I'm on the stream, I'm here to play.
I don't care.
Yeah. And we'll see what
Such a
happens.
bad board for him.
It's tough for him to do much, yeah.
Well, having said that though, I mean he has
He's out of position, by the way,
tens,
Dennis.
jacks.
He's out of position.
8s, all these kind of hands might do this.
No, he's got a game. Yeah, he's got a kid.
That wee boy.
I think obviously this board is supposed to favour Sam.
Yeah, I think that's where everyone
Yeah. I think he's going to go small, so it might give Jake a chance to do something. But again, it's just too tough.
No, he's gone big.
He has gone big, yeah. He's basically just going for the big size on the flop so he can jam all heart turns.
If somehow Jake can just rip it on him.
It's just impossible.
I know he can't, but he can. He can. Come on.
I think that's probably better for Sam to go big size because now he's just all in on so many turns. Queen, king, ace, heart, jack. He can just move in.
Yeah.
But massive credit to Jake here. Like, there's no way he
Come on,
calls
Jake.
there thinking
Come on.
it's good. He's just doing it for the fans.
Right, he's doing it to mess around on some
Yeah.
boards, but 339 is just not
Yeah.
one of them, is it?
Yeah.
Jackson put him on.
And now he's
But he
really
really wants to do it still.
now in his head. No.
Yes! Jake Cody! Jake Cody!
But he can't. There's just he
Jake
can't do
Cody.
anything. He has to hope for a just.
Oh,
Yeah. See now
this
he's
is
all in
so
and it's done.
bad. This is so bad.
Yeah.
This is not fair.
It's his massive heart, Jake. I love you for this, but it's just there's nothing you can do because now Sam's just all in and it's finished.
This is just not fair. This should have been a brick on the turn.
This is why you just can't really do that.
Although, is Sam going to like double think it?
This is the world's easiest line for Sam, you know. There's obviously lots of pairs Jake can have, ace highs and
Right,
things.
you're
but
on next
it's
match.
world's easiest all in. Yeah.
Oh, it's so like Jake deserves better.
But he tried hard.
He shows
I'm loving the I'm loving the try. Yeah. Even proud of it in stitches. Even Prado can't believe what he's just seen. That was massive heart. Massive heart.
Wow. If only the turn was the 8 of diamonds.
Massive heart. Massive heart. People talk about gamblers now. There's
Jake
not many
just
people.
pulls
that-
another
yeah,
one
he
from
just
the
slightly
pocket.
pulls it
Just
up.
another
Yeah,
one
yeah,
on.
yeah.